All right, so what's the software called? I mean, we personally use it. We get thousands of leads from it, okay? We post our social media posts with it, okay? We send out emails with it, and we don't even have to touch anything again and again and again. We just do it once, and we can send out emails for the whole year. We don't even have to think about creating the content, right? The content's already there, right? The software provides the content for us. When it comes to social media posts, we don't have to think, scratch our heads, actually creating social media posts because the software has already done it for us, okay? You wanna know a little bit more? Listen up. YouTube, it's Mr. W and welcome to my channel, and I'm back again with one more video. So if you're new to the channel, we're trying to get to 100 subscribers. So if you find any value in this, just click on the subscribe button below. Click also on the notification bell so that you're notified each and every single time I upload, as well as clicking on the like button if you find super value from this. Okay, so enough with all the chit chat. Let me get you with the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the website. This is called arsenalmkg.com. You can access it at arsenalmkg.com. And this is really just your all-in-one lead generation, social media automation software that's also going to help you with your email marketing, as well as a CRM tool that's going to help you, okay? So this was created by Jason Wardrop. Jason Wardrop is actually one of the people who have inspired me to jump into the real estate niche. And, you know, I basically learned everything from him. And it's essentially a really great software that's really going to help you generate leads, real estate leads. It's going to help you follow up. It's going to also help you create social media posts on like clockwork, on autopilot, because now you don't necessarily have to consistently manually post yourself, as well as email marketing, etc. So we're going to jump into it right now. So if you are interested, what you just have to do is you can just click on sign up, and then you can choose a plan that works for you. Now, the nice thing is that you can try it out for 7 days for free, which is perfect, because then at least you'll be able to test out some campaigns, see how it works, and see if it is actually something that you might be interested in, okay? So I would suggest that you click on the monthly tab, and then you click on self-serve, and you can try it out for free for 7 days, okay? And this is essentially what it comes with, okay? So once you click on try free for 7 days, what's going to happen is that it's just gonna tell you what it does and what you're gonna get with this. Now, of course, it is entirely up to you if you want to try out the 7 day, if you want to try out other packages, it's entirely up to you. But I always say try out the 7 day unlimited access, which is basically all of this is what you're getting, and then after that you just have to pay $99 a month, okay? And if you want to read a little bit more, this is what you're basically going to get, okay? So once you're done with that, all you have to do is click on confirm purchase. Okay, because I'm already on it. So what's going to happen is that once you guys are done, you have to start adding in your card details. So the reason why they ask for payment information is that once the trial is done, it will start taking money from your account. So you just want to ensure that if you're not satisfied with the software, basically delete your account. Because if you don't delete your account, after 7 days, it will take the $99. That's just one of the terms and the rules of the software. So you just want to ensure that if you're not happy and you don't want to continue with it, just cancel before the 7 days. But if you're happy and you're happy to continue, what it will do is that it will just auto bill you and will take the money immediately, and you don't have to worry about paying manually. So once you sign up, the reason why I can't sign up is because I just created a demo account. So my plan is currently on 7 day. So once you sign up your account and you're in, you're going to be redirected onto this dashboard. Okay, now as you can tell, it is empty, and the reason why I decided to create a demo account is because I wanted to show you guys how you guys can start immediately, step by step, right? Because obviously when you're trying out a new software or new program, it is a little arduous and confusing because you don't know exactly what you need to do, how you need to do things. So I want to show you exactly what I would do and how you can just basically start off immediately. It really won't take long. Okay, so first things first, what I would suggest is you want to connect your social accounts to start generating leads. Okay, so you're just going to click on this plus sign here, and then what you want to do, you want to connect your Google account, your LinkedIn account, your Twitter account, and your Facebook account. Now the reason why this is important is because I'm going to show you how you can actually start setting your social media posts automatically, right, on autopilot, where you don't necessarily have to consistently think up of new ways to create content, or consistently have to manually post. Okay, so the nice thing about connecting it to your Arsenal and KG account is that now you'll be able to do things automatically, and you can do everything at a touch of a button, as well as just get a bird's eye view of your social media accounts, right, from one software, as opposed to literally having multiple tabs when you're posting content. Okay, so once you're done connecting, it's very simple. Once you click on LinkedIn, for example, what it does is that it's just going to redirect you there, and then boom, you can sign in. You can click on allow. I hope it's not going to give me an error because I know my LinkedIn's account is it connected. Okay, there we go. So as you can see there, it's connected. Okay, and once you obviously connect the rest, then we're good to go. So let's go straight into social. So in order for you to find the social tab, it is on the left side, and click on social. Okay, so Social Blaster is amazing, man, because all you just have to do really is you can create posts if you want to, or what you can do is you can actually go through the library and then just scroll through different types of content that you would like to post. So let's just quickly go on to it. Okay, so when you go into single post, understand that single post is a post that you generally want to create. Okay, so let's say you want to create a post. Okay, so you can type your message there. For example, I'm really just trying to show you how you can do it, and then you can add in your link if you have a link. Okay, maybe a link to one of your listings, and then you can also attach some images, and then what you can do is that you can click on when you'd like to post it, at what time, and then you can also click on which social networks you'd also like to post it on. So for example, if I want to post it on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, I'd obviously need to connect the two. But if I want to post it on all three, I can just click on all three and then ensure that it's posted at that specific time, and then I can just click on publish, and it's done. Okay, that's the nice thing about the single post. Okay, but if you are a busy realtor or a broker and you just want to ensure that everything is done automatically, where it doesn't necessarily need your attention, I would suggest going onto the library section. Okay, and you want to obviously go into real estate. Again, it's entirely up to you. You can also go into motivation. Let's say that maybe you don't want to necessarily speak more onto your niche. You want to just go a little bit more on the motivation side. So maybe, for example, you want to post something on Mondays, because Mondays are hashtag motivation Mondays. You can click on that, and then you can find a motivation post which is going to work well for you. So let's just say, for example, we click on let your mind run free. Okay, boom. That's really just an example of how it would look. Now, here is how it would look on mine. The reason why it says John Doe, that's just an example. Okay, so once I connect my Facebook account, it will just show my profile picture, my name, and then that's essentially how it would look. Okay, and then that's how it would look. Very simple, very easy, straight to the point. Okay, and then once you're done with that, it's literally the easiest thing to do afterwards, because you can just post it and get started immediately. Okay, very, very, very simple. Okay, so what you can also do, so let me just show you an example of the real estate content. So as you can see here, there's literally a pool, right, of options and selections that you can choose. So let's just say, for example, you want to click on this one and you want to check it out. So this is how it would look. No, man, let me just go back. Okay, great. So this is how it would look. I think because I've got my ad blocker on, I don't know why it's not loading. But typically what it would do is that it would load and then you'll be able to see what it is, okay? But if you're also running through the same situation as I'm right now, all you just have to do is click on the link just to see what exactly is the post, okay? Just so you understand and you're not confused. And this is what the link would actually be. So once they click on the link, this is just an article on a smarter way to clean your home. As you can see, it's a nice lengthy post, okay? It's educating your prospects, okay? Then you'll be able to see, oh, okay, this is a nice post. I want to ensure that this is going to be, I just want to ensure that this is what I want to actually post for my social media profiles, okay? Then you can post it up, you can schedule it, and then you can get straight to the point. Now, I guess one of the biggest questions you might have is, okay, so if I want to actually post it and schedule it, how do I do that, okay? So what you want to do is, as you can see, I've clicked on it and it's got schedule here. So all you just have to do is click on schedule, okay? And then you can, because I've only connected to LinkedIn, I can click here, connect on LinkedIn, and then I can obviously edit it, right? It's entirely up to me on how I want to do it. And then maybe if I want to attach something else, it's entirely up to me, maybe an image or whatever. But again, I obviously need to read the post because I don't want it to be incongruent with what I'm actually posting. And then I can schedule in a post date and then I can publish it. Something very simple, very easy, okay? And then when we get onto, let's get onto your leads. So the nice thing about your leads, now there's two ways in how you can import your leads. So let me rather say there's two ways in how you can import your database, okay? Now, if you have a database, and if you don't have a database, then I'm quite worried. But if you're a new agent, you need to understand the importance of having a database. I'm not gonna go over it in this video, but if you want to upload your database, you can either do two ways. You can do it two ways. You can click on here under the emails tab, or you can just go onto leads, okay? And then you can click on import, okay? And then all you just have to do is that you just have to export your database, which is gonna be in Excel, I'm assuming. You just wanna export that into a CSV file, okay? Now CSV is really just a format that is read, or let me rather say that the program understands. So if it's not on CSV, then it's going to be hard for you, or it's going to be hard for the software to actually read the actual database file. So you want to ensure that when you export via CSV. So let me just show you an example of how to actually do that. So if you, for example, have, so this is my Google account. I'm using Google Sheets, but if you're using Microsoft Excel or if you're using the Sheets from Mac, I'm just showing an example. So here's a database of plumbers. Okay, so as you can see, you got name, phone, email, etc. Now let's just say, for example, I don't want website and LinkedIn to be in. All I just have to do is click and delete it. Okay, very simple. So what Arsenal MKG does is that they accept. Oh no. Okay, what happened? Oh, I didn't realize that I went off. Okay, so these are certain comments that colons that are allowed with Arsenal MKG. So anything outside of these columns, right, these names, they're not necessarily going to accept it. Okay, so for example, website, they clearly won't accept it because it's not on the column list. Okay, so please ensure that your column list has either one of these or all of them. It's entirely up to you. So things like website and LinkedIn is not going to reflect on my lead list, but everything else over here will. Okay, so for the sake of exporting, all I just have to do is click on file, okay, and then I can go into download and then CSV. But if you're using Microsoft Excel, I think it's click on file and then save as, and then scroll all the way down to CSV, and then I think the same would apply for Mac. But I do know that it's you have to save it as a specific format. Okay, so once that's done, then you can just upload it, and then you'll be able to then see your lead list. Okay, so you'll see the name, email, etc. Okay, you can also create tags to see who communicates with your content, and really just run them through your own CRM and your sales funnel. Okay, or you can also physically add leads, right? You can manually add leads, and once you've manually added your lead, then they'll pop up onto your lead list. Something very simple, straight to the point. Okay, now messages. Right now, the nice thing about messages is that this is a really great way for you to automate your follow-up sequences. Okay, now you should know by now that the money is in the follow-up. Okay, so if you have your lead lists ready, what you want to do is that you want to start focusing on creating email campaigns, text campaigns on how you're going to follow up with your leads. Okay, so let's just say you got 20 leads from an ad campaign that you did. You want to ensure that those leads fall, or maybe you put them in, you basically put them through an email drip campaign. Okay, so the nice thing about Arsenal MKG is that they make it super simple for you, and they also create content for you that can literally help you keep top of mind when it comes to your prospects. Okay, so for example, if I click on emails, so once I actually have my sequences, this is what's going to pop up and populate through my dashboard. But let's say I want to create my very first email sequence. Okay, so this is what I want to do. I'll click on yes. And then here's the nice thing about Arsenal MKG is that it provides you with buyer email sequences, seller, others, bi-monthly updates, first-time home buyer, and single email if you want to create your own. So my best advice would be to actually use the email sequences, because it really eliminates a whole lot of time off your hands. Remember, you want to be focusing on IPAs, right? Income producing activities. This, I wouldn't necessarily say is an important IPA. It is an IPA, but it's not an important IPA to a point where it needs you to manually do it. You'd rather want to get a software or an assistant to help you with such things like this. Okay, your main job is to be going out there and getting leads, setting up appointments, meeting up with prospects, and closing deals. You should not be focusing on email sequences. So for example, if you want to choose the buyer leads email, you can click on choose. And then what it does is that, as you can see here, you've literally got your own automated buyer lead sequence. Okay, now as you can see here, these are all the emails in the sequence. Okay, as you can also tell, there's text as well. So if your lead lists also have phone numbers, they'll also be texted. Okay, so as you can see, these are just the subject lines on the different emails. And as you can tell here, this is literally a sequence for the whole year. Okay, so from literally day one all the way to a year. Okay, and this is essentially how your email sequence would work. Now, I don't want to jump too much into it because it's going to take too much time, but this is essentially how powerful Arsenal MKG is when it comes to automating your email sequences. Okay, and then I had to save the best for last. Okay, lead pages. So the nice thing about Arsenal MKG is that you can actually create lead pages where you start generating leads. This is where we spend literally 80% of our time when it comes to creating lead pages for our realtors and brokers. Okay, so let me give you an example. Okay, so let's say that you have a buyer no listing campaign that you want to run. Okay, so what you want to do is that you want to choose a landing page according to the campaign that you want to run. Okay, so again, let's say for example you want to run a buyer no listing campaign. So you're going to choose it. I'm going to click on choose. Okay, it's going to populate, it's going to load for you. And then here you go, right? So if you don't necessarily have a listing, but you're looking to get buyers, this is essentially the campaign that you'll be running. Okay, now as you can see, this is already done for you. That's the nice thing about Arsenal MKG. Everything is basically done for you. So what you can do is that you can change the background of the landing page, and the reason why you want to do that is because if this is not part of your city, or if this home is not part of your city, or part of the homes that are under for sale, then you don't want to include it. You want to ensure that you always maintain congruency throughout all of your ads. Okay, so typically the image that you'll be posting in your ad is basically going to be the image that's going to be posted over here, okay? And changing it is very easy, it's very simple, but this is really just an overview. I will create a video on how to actually create landing pages that sell very well. And the nice thing about Austin MKG, the guys who really did this, and Jason Wardrop especially, he specifically says that he's done this and he's used a specific template thousands and thousands of times, that it's literally just a high converting landing page. So you don't need to change anything. All you just have to do is change the image, change the text, and also change the thank you page, because that's essentially what you'll be working on, okay? So if they come onto this landing page, let's just say you are based in Detroit, all you just have to do is click on that, add in your city, welcome to Detroit homes under 300,000 list. Some of these homes even qualify for special financing programs. Get me the list. Okay, boom, done. Okay, you can obviously change the copy, but I'd highly suggest that you don't, because this copy has been tried and tested, right, by Jason, and he specifically says that it works incredibly well. Okay, and then again, you can just browse and see what else you'd like to change, but I would say that keep things as is, only change things that need to be changed, right? Like your city name, to ensure that it is tailored to what your campaign is. And then once you're done with that, okay, just change the thank you page, the image, as well as if you'd like to create your own custom domain, which I wouldn't necessarily advise, so really isn't important, then boom, you're done. Okay, now things like creating a pixel and custom audiences and tracking, I will create another video on that. This is really just an overview of how it would look. So let's just say, for example, okay, let's save and exit. So the nice thing about these landing pages is that you can actually create follow-up sequences, okay? So as you can see here, you can just click on that, and then once you're done there, you can actually basically customize your very first email that you're going to be sending to them. So let's just say, for example, you get about 1,000 contact details, which is about 1,000 leads. What's going to happen is that this software, right, is going to send this specific email to those 1,000 leads. So you can obviously customize it. So if they're going to enter their first name when they providing their details, then it'll be like, hey Julie, thanks for requesting information on this beautiful home. Here's a link to the brochure and virtual tour of this home. So the link, if let's just say, for example, you've got a YouTube video which shows the home, and you've also got a link on the e-brochure, you would then add in those links, and then you'd also add in the day of the open house and the time of the open house and the address, okay? So this is done on the back end once. After that, you don't have to touch it ever again. Right? The only time you need to do it again is if you're creating another campaign, but you only do this once. And that's the beauty around this, is that you only have to do it once. You don't have to continuously send manual emails, okay? And then you can also send a text message, right? It's also going to send a text message, right, after a minute, by asking them, hey Julie, do you think you'll be able to make it to the open house? Boom. How amazing is that? Okay, now you might be asking yourself, okay, well, how did I actually get the numbers? Through your landing page. Okay, so let's go back to your landing page just to show you, right? So once they click on get the brochure and video now, they have to add in their first name, email, and their phone number. Boom. So once that is done, okay, you now have their details, and now you can send them a text message. You can follow up with them, okay? They can actually call you and set up an appointment. That's how amazing it is, okay? So let's just say, for example, you're like, okay, but then how will they know that it's me sending them the text message? Because maybe you don't want to come off too strong. Then what's going to happen is, let me just add in my details so I can show you. Okay, wait. I'm actually a bit confused. Let me do this real quick. Yeah, that was just a different landing page. I'm confused. So I just want to see what happened here. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just thinking of another landing page that I was doing. So for example, what you can do is that you can actually say, you can keep it as this. Want to try, subscribe and start enjoying, right? So what they can do is that they can maybe click on your website and then subscribe from there. And then you can also add in your contact details by saying contact me at 123, or I will text you I'll text you in about a minute or so asking you if you'd be interested, etc. But the whole point is that you can add in your number so that they can save it, or let them know that you're going to text them so that they are not surprised. Okay, so if you want to add in all those details, all you just have to do is click on it, and then boom, there you go. You can change, and you can also change the link for the link. Maybe you want to add in your website. Okay, you can do that. Okay, and then you can also change the button text and say, check out my website for more information. So Arsenal MKG is literally a wonderful software. I personally use it for all of my clients, and I would suggest that you try it out for 7 days and let me know how it goes. All right, guys, cheers.